said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns. And the Longhorns will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
Gives it on the option.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Longhorns offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive game and a positive play for this offense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Mississippi State right back to the line. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Going right to work up top. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Manning. Quick completion on the out route. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Here's the handoff. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. I want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the play. That's why you picture.
Turning on the Jets. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snags a quick pass on the left. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Dropping back, it's Shapen. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. They boot it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room maybe. 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Might be looking to run. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Oh, he's got a chance. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Longhorns. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Bulldogs need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Shapen. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldog.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Catch in the middle, it's Wingo. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Longhorns with a long way to go on the last play. Buys a little extra time. He's going to run it. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Wide open downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Longhorns are on the move. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Moving out of the pocket. Creates a little room. There he goes! Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing the offense.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
Man, let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
The Longhorns will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Longhorns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he tacked on the extra point. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back on the option to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Chapin. Caught near the sticks, it's Williams. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Sure hands, it's Williams. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. That's reeled in. It's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted for the 11th time. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Pulls it in. It's Moore. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wingo. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back to throw. It's Manning. Moves away as he feels pressure. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. He wants to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Touchdown Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville.
Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Manning. Got the quick pass. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running into the open space. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
They'll leave it with the lone back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Might be calling a hot route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Throwing on the run. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16, make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the ground with the back. He stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Wants to throw. It's Shapen. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the 9th. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Texas offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got it. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Running back searching for a hole. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Punts it out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Here's the give off the left side. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now
he's loose. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Manning. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Using his legs to buy some time. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. From the gun. Give on the inside. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield. It's Manning. Quickly complete.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Running to the left. Wide open spaces. The Longhorns will move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side. Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Wants to throw again. Dances away. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a first down. Really good start to this drive. They've moved the chains a couple of times. They've created some space. They'll snap it from the 36. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up to the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He's going to throw deep right side. Pulls it in. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. The Bulldogs are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. He'll try to do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. On 4th down, going to the air. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Quick release on the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. And the Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air. It's Manning. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues. About to go 8-0.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Thompson. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all